Hello there, welcome back to another One Click Big Bad! This is the worst thing that I have ever seen. More bad than your mom. Worse than pineapple on pizza. The absolute doggest of dog. Now, of course I haven't watched it yet. But watching it first with an open mind before formulating my opinion is fucking what? Now some of you might be asking, why don't I just stop watching if I'm not enjoying it? Instead of just hating on it, or instead of screaming, why not give valid, respectful criticism aimed at the people in charge who actually made this content happen?
Hey, did you watch the Chainsaw Man movie yet?
Hey! You clearly talking about me? This might be the first episode we haven't had the opening play straight away. What was inside the bandages? Who does he think he's like convincing, by the way? Like, does he think he's convincing us? That, like, who does he think he's convincing? Bro is more a hero than half the damn heroes. Are they not doing the opening? Because we got the credits at the screen. God, can you imagine if this was the rest of the episode? It was done in this. Man, Twitter would have a field day. It would be hilarious though. Says he had an upgrade, has he? I wonder what that upgrade's gonna look like. I mean, he took out that guy well easily. Fucking Cerberus? What the hell is this? They do such a good job with him as a character, don't they? Like, they really do. He might be one of the best written characters in all of One Punch Man, because he's so unbelievably complex, but also the way he acts is like kind of in character how a human in this situation would. I really love him as a character. He wants to be a villain, but he struggles. And even now, he's scared. I don't blame him. What is that thing, man? Looks like the creatures from fucking Attack the Block. That is without a doubt the freakiest looking monster we've seen. Why is it not attacking? Looks like the thing. Looks like the Dead Space mask. He's a threat level demon. My dumbass read that as threat level Unihorn. And I was like, what the fuck is a threat level Unihorn? I was like, I swear I don't remember that one being explained. I was like, is that a high or a low one? I'd watch out for this shower guy. You can tell he means business. Look at that. Honestly, just the stupidest looking monster. He is. What the hell's happened to him? Looks like he fucked up his own hand with that attack as well. Loving the music here. Well timed.
こちとら多勢に無勢は慣れっこなんでな。私たちだってレベル鬼だというのに。 じゃあ俺が竜ってことなんじゃねえの？
おい、うぬぼれが過ぎるぞ。災害レベル竜は怪人協会の幹部クラスだ。お前ごときじゃ比べ物にならん。
それにもう勝っときでいるのか。
Is he really like is he really that much stronger? So much more rapidly? What happened that triggered that, by the way? Like, what was it? Because we know, like, the attack and the steam and shit, but was there something else? What did he figure out? What did he do?
全員大したこと。しまった。
おじさん、超やばいよ。
世界最高の角じゃなかったのかよ。
ボチ。
まずいな。幹部を怒らせた。
こいつが幹部？犬じゃねえか。
うちは災害力至上主義なんだ。
さてどうなる？おい、なんだそれ。
It's a hairy Godzilla. So let me get this straight. He kicked Spinning Bandage Man, flew him all the way down to Dragon Dog. Pochi. It pissed him off. You think he'd be happy? You go give him a treat. Oh, damn. Run, you son of a bitch! Run! It's crazy to think this is all just happening on the side of his house, man. He's such a dick. I hate this guy so much and also just love him. God, that thing looks so terrifying. Ooh. Not bad. Not bad. That was I'm surprised with that. I'm surprised.
怪人協会幹部の実力。これが災害レベル竜。ここからは二手に分かれて逃げるぞ。何をぼさっと突っ立ってんだ。さっさと行けってんだよ。
そんな、僕一人じゃ無理だよ。
Dude, do you think you're gonna survive there? What do you mean? What do you mean, kid? Fucking run! Motherfucker, run!
俺には関係ねえ。足手まといがいたんじゃ俺まで危ねえんだよ。
I would listen.
ラッキーで助かった命だろうが。あとはてめえで何とかしろ。
Get the hell out of there, little dude. Yep, smart move. Alright, not bad. Okay. He got a bit too cocky for his own boots, I think.
死んだ。こんなところで。
What?
化け物級のヒーローと戦いたいと言ったが、化け物と戦いたいとは一言も言ってねえぞ。こら飲みて。
Have you not realized that you have fought more monsters than our heroes have done? You have. I'm not even joking. Bro is the hero in disguise. He is more hero than the heroes. He's supposed to be the bad guy. Bro is not. He's just not the bad guy. If he keeps doing this shit, by the time the Heroes Association turns up, everyone's just gonna be dead, and one of their own killed them. Like, and he's gonna be like standing like, I am the ultimate monster, and they're gonna be like, but you just killed all the monsters, bro. What? And also, he's dead now. Isn't this the second time he's died, or is it the third time he's died? He just scratched his ankle. That's a cool ass looking creature, has to be said. I like that he's got like Reaper wings. What the fuck is this? I'm liking the OST for this bit as well. Oh! I have to say, this is weird. Right? I think people have misunderstood me quite heavily. Like, I'm going to talk about certain things at the end of this reaction, but I wanted to wait. But I am also, like, you know, being honest, I've been disappointed with the animation quality of this season, in comparison to the other seasons. However, I just haven't been screaming it in everyone's face like the other dickheads who just seem to want to spread hate. I've been saying it in a respectful manner. But yeah, I am definitely disappointed. And, but I've still been enjoying this season regardless of the animation style switch up. I've been able to find a lot of enjoyment in the story and in general, just the season. So I didn't expect anything. A lot of people have been telling me that this was supposed to be one of like the hyped moments. And I have to say, it's super strange, isn't it? Because it is like, you have scenes that are very well animated, like especially around like the dog creature and stuff. There's like, and the explosion out of the rock, like with the circle drawing is like a classic animation technique. You've had some very well animated scenes, and then you have like frames put in there. It's weird how like even the dog running around was done very well. It's so strange. I don't know why some are done well and some are just not. Why is it like that? Please understand, I have no knowledge of like the animation process at all, so I don't know fully. People can educate me in the comment section down below. But I am surprised with a lot of the action shots we've got here, sequences. I feel like the OST has been very good as well. Much better time. Kind of reminds me of like a John Wick OST. What's happened to this guy? Does he even know? Kind of looks like the creatures from Watership Down. Ain't that the boss's room? Or the right-hand boss's room guy?
すぐ上に戻らないと動けねえ。
何が落ちてきたかと思いきや侵入者って君か。ああ、素晴らしい。君は私の期待に応えてくれる。いや。
He's bigger than I thought he was. For some reason, I thought he was about the same sort of size as like our main guys. He's actually fucking huge.
やっぱり生きていた。嬉しいよ。
物を遠隔から動かす力、念動力ってやつか。ギョロギョロ。
They've absolutely done a lot better this episode.
てめえのせいで
I'm very impressed.
今度はなん動けね
え。抵抗は無駄無駄。少しの間で見違えるほど成長している。
おい、今すぐこの金縛りを解き上がれ。
I also feel like the monsters know what's going on. You know? Like, he's upgraded. Very plain to see. How? We're not really sure yet. But this, like, octopus-looking guy, he seems to know. So if he knows, have other people had this, like, upgrade as well? And how strong exactly is this upgrade? And what is it?
少し話そうか。
I think overall, that fight was absolutely without a doubt the best one we have seen so far in One Punch Man. I think it had a lot of very good techniques put in there. Ones that I didn't expect to see considering how the fights have previously gone. And I honestly think it's an awful lot better. I can understand you're probably still going to get your more angry, screamy reactors sort of complaining about the quality of it. And I imagine a few people are going to be disappointed as well. I think we can all, like, I really do think if you are disappointed in any of the animation quality, especially when you compare it to earlier seasons, you have every right to be. No one is saying you don't. I think that's what a lot of people are getting confused, is you do have a right to be. You are absolutely allowed to be. Just please make sure you target it at the correct people and you do it respectfully. You know, if you were in a restaurant and you didn't like your food, you wouldn't call the waiter over and go, fuck you, and throw the food in their face. You would respectfully say, sorry, this isn't up to scratch, you know? You can easily do that as well. Just because you don't enjoy it, you don't need to be a dickhead, all right? You can still be respectful. Show a little bit of empathy. I don't think that's what anyone's saying. And also the other thing is people, for some reason, have been telling me that they think I'm, like, just glazing it. I don't think people realize that I'm also disappointed. I'm a huge fan of One Punch Man. It is technically the first anime I've ever seen. I have so much love for this series, unbelievably so. And I would love to see the season 1 quality. But I am happy with what we've been given. Like, I would love it to be more, and I absolutely would, like, especially with the fights. But I'm still enjoying it. You know, that's just me. Again, that's me, and that's my opinion. There you go. If I'm ever upset with something, I'll always do it in a respectful way. If you want shouty, screamy stuff, there's plenty of other people who would do that.
今の君はまだ半怪人といったところだね。それでもポチの消熱弾にも耐えるその肉体強度は末恐ろしいものがある。
What are these sound effects?
まだ足りないね。
Creepy.
私なら君を最強の怪人に育て上げられる。
The voice acting in this season has been fucking amazing, by the way.
私が教えるのは超能力でも武術でもない怪人化の秘宝だよ。ざっくり言うと人間としての死を何度か乗り越えること、肉体と精神へ常軌を逸した負荷を与えるんだ。
This is literally what he's been doing. He seems to be dying almost and then coming back stronger, which is just what this guy said.
簡単なようで実は難しいんだ。皆すぐ死んでしまうからね。ちゃんと本人のレベルに適した地獄を味わわせることが肝心なんだよ。
So you have to push them to the exact limit.
何度かなんてもんじゃない。数えきれないほどの人間と怪人を使った。人間を簡易的に怪人化させることは。
So there are other people who have done this then?
もともとその個体が持つ才能に準拠した変化しか起きず、それ以上の成長は見込めなかった。その成長の限界を破る方法がどうしても知りたかった。怪人に怪人を食べさせたり、血液や細胞を移植したり交配させたり、思いつく限りのことをやってきた。その過程で死を乗り越えると一つ上のステージに進むことが分かった。繰り返すごとに爆発的な成長を見せる。失敗作の山が積み重なり、その中で初めての成功作が怪人王オロチ様だ。しかし君には彼以上の素質がある。
I cannot wait to see that guy in action.
君はまた一つ壁を越えた。怪人化は順調に進んでいる。すごく強くなっている。私の育成プログラムに従えばガロウ君もオロチ様、いやそれ以上の怪人になれちゃうかも。
How strong is that monster?
最強の怪人となってヒーローをこの世から消し去ろうじゃないか。君の夢を叶えてあげる。
余計なお世話だ。
Look at bro's face. Man, this is a meme template right here. You know that, like, when you and she keep and it's like the dude from Home Alone? I'm just saying.
私に目をつけられた時点で
Fuck's
お前
sake.
に拒否権はないんだ。
Chill, dude.
大体俺は高みの見物してるやつが一番嫌いなんだよ。
Didn't you kind of just do that a second ago? We saw you drop down.
異性だけだ。動くことさえできないくせに。
True, true, true.
これが私の超
He's moving a tiny bit. Look, there you go. He opened his hand.
姉妹と言われる竜巻、吹雪をもしのぐ神の領域。
少しずつ少しずつ慣れてきて。
なぜ動ける？
さあな、これが気合ってやつか。
適応能力が尋常じゃない。首輪をつけるのは簡単じゃなさそうだな。痛みを持って調教してやる。
大した能力持ってねえじゃねえか。これが怪人協会の参謀なんて聞いて呆れるぜ。物体を飛ばす瞬間は金縛りが解ける。
What is going on? Like, actually, what is happening to this guy? He said his ability, obviously he could be talking out his ass, but he said his ability surpassed Tornado and Blizzard. Which, by the way, how dare you talk about our girls like that, you son of a bitch, you get the names on you, motherfucker. Anyway. But this guy just broke out of his fucking powers, so does that mean he could break out of theirs? How is this guy upgrading this level? And if he's upgrading this fast, that's what I'm saying. One monster man.
だからとっさにガードできるし脅威じゃねえ。超能力なんて怖くもなんともねえ。凡庸な怪人はてめえだよ。俺みたいな天才をてめえごときが育成するだなんておこがましい。ちょうど落っこしたところでてめえと会えてよかった。
You didn't even beat the monster up in the room.
あとは勝手に瓦解すんだろ。
I thought you wanted to be a monster. Now you want to destroy the king of monsters or whatever.
狩るぞ。
これからヒーローたちが来るっていうのにあんまり疲れさせるなよ。私だってなるべく体力を温存しておきたいんだ。
By the way, it's hunting timeline. Cool. Yeah, I am well confused. I thought he wanted to be a monster. Ain't this kind of against his whole point?
ということで、オロチ様、やっちゃってください。
なんだと。
健闘を祈る。
I wish you luck. Oh. Ain't no way he wins.
ああ、ここで終わりか。続き気になるな。お、また振動塗装。
What is this dude's deal? Bro, like, come on. Like, does Saitama have any empathy? I swear he's more a villain than the villains. He has the ability to, like, he goes, oh man, this guy drives me crazy. He drives, Saitama, do something, you son of a bitch! Anything! None of these noises giving you any, like, this fucking guy, man. Ain't that crazy?
No.
You've literally seen that, like, twice already! You've seen that, like, more than twice! Bro, what? I hate him so much. You literally, the end of season 1, did we forget?
漫画と違って現実は何も面白みがねえな。
ああ、オロチ様、そいつは使う予定なので殺さないでください。
Why has his finger got a mouth? Or a head?
おお、まだ起き上がるんだ。その執念はどこから来るのかね。まあどうでもいいんだけどさ。
Well, the OST's kicked in. We got the boss fight music. That man is more heads than... Well, it's not man, but... He looks like... kind of like the solo leveling dude, and then also something different.
角はオロチ様が人から怪人になった時に最初に発言した部位だ。リーチが長い上にコントロール自在。手強いだろう。
問題ねえ。胴体にはさっきも穴開けられたばっかりだからな。
加速していく。
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? There is a lot of potential here. Bro! Bro! What the hell? That looked clean. That looked clean.
加速していく
Look at the movements behind as well. You can see it coming through the wall and hitting behind. What the fuck? Come on!
ばっかじゃ拉致が開かねえな 元人間なら急所の位置も同じだろでけえ的に
He was once human? Ain't no way this thing was ever human. Oh, I thought you were eating.
なんだ
I'm super curious to see what all those shit-talking people have got to say about this one. I'm gonna be honest. I'm very impressed. Now, I know there's still gonna be people that are like, blah, blah, blah. I know. And again, you're all entitled to your own opinions and stuff. But, I have enjoyed this entire season. I have really enjoyed it all. You know, you're going to need to go watch my reactions to sort of see that. Like, I've had a good time. All of it's been genuine. I've pointed out the things I've got problems with. You know, like the lack of Saitama, which is just normal. But, like, it's just because I'm such a Saitama fanboy that I miss that guy so much. But in general, I don't see it. In general, I just don't see it. I don't understand why the hate is this level. When, if anything, if you're disappointed in the animation, it should be here. It should be a general disappointment. You know, it should be literally people like, I really wanted this level, but again, this level, I'm disappointed, you know? But instead, people are just flipping out. And I'm honestly disappointed with so many reactors who are jumping on the hate bandwagon just to get views. And I know some people say it's not just for views, blah, 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 blah. There's a difference between respectfully critiquing something because you actually love it and you want it to do better. Like, if you were raising kids, you wouldn't just scream in their face if you want to do better. Like, you want something to improve and do better. You're respectful and you give, like, valid, constructive criticism. There's a difference between that and just screaming and yelling and getting angry, right? It is just for the views. That is why. And I have to be honest, I think this episode is fucking good, baby! Come on! Oi, oi, oi. PP. I don't know what it is, dude. I don't know what it is. It ain't human. Human my ass. Bro is a cross between Godzilla and King Ghidorah. Yeah, what has happened to him? He couldn't even fight the dog thing, but he's taking on this motherfucker? It's because he adapts. They mentioned his adaptability earlier, right? It's almost like he draws in power from everything he fights. Oh, I like that transition back into the fist there. What even are we looking at here, man? That's it! He's on the other end of the fist! Come on! Is he dragging it or is he like getting punched? No, he's getting punched. Alright, never mind. Never mind. He's definitely getting punched. One punch thing? You say he's the ultimate life form, yet if I asked him to, I don't know, like put together a bed using an Allen key, I feel like he would struggle. What is the deal with the wings he's got now? What has actually happened to this guy?
こっから逆転すっからよく見とけ。こいつは確かに強い。だが強いだけだ。怪人王を名乗るには足りねえものがある。
What's this soundtrack? Is this new?
全然怖くねえ。恐怖が足りない。
He's not scary at all. Are we looking at the same thing? Because I feel like just a little bit at least.
俺がお前らにも与えてやる。恐怖。肉体の差は技で埋める。さあ恐れろ。
I love this soundtrack here. Well done. They copied his technique.
俺と同じかも。
Oh my word!
自分だけだと思ったか？お前の動きや技など一目見ればコピーできる。オロチ様をまた成長させてしまったようだな。
望み通り恐怖を。
Oh, come on, man!
俺の剣を一目でコピーしただと？わざわざこっちのやりやすいスタイルに合わせてくれるとは優しいとこあるじゃねえか。後悔しろ！
What even is that? What is this?
ヒーローを倒すことへの執着、怪人への強い憧れ、そのくせ怪人らしき衝動や欲望の発露は見られない。人間らしさを捨てきれないのか？純粋なやつほど自己矛盾に葛藤し、心の隙を作りやすい。
Did they just cut out a lot there? What happened? That was a weird cut, I'm gonna be honest. Felt like they missed something there, but at the same time, it could just be them like showcasing the complete difference in strength with that cut. Could be, not sure. Haven't read the manga. I didn't think he was gonna win, but he did. He did well. Yeah, and here he is, hiding in plain sight.
でも今静かになった。
Don't you dare. I swear to God, would this dude please do something? Is there an after credit scene or anything? Will this motherfucker do something? Will this guy do something? Will this guy do something, please? SAITAMA, I swear! Just please do something. Anything. You punched one monster. Oh, one monster. One monster man. Oh, one monster munch. Oh, one monster mash. Holy moly. This is without a doubt the best animated episode we've had. I had a lot of fun with this. This was very fun. This was very fun. There's no animosity or like, please understand that I say this from someone who doesn't understand at all about animation styles, quality, or techniques in any way. So for anyone who does know a little bit more, feel free to educate me. I talk to a lot of people who work in the scene, in the anime scene, and that is about it. So I don't know. This all comes from a place of an ignorant idiot who doesn't know. But I have to say, like, I know some of the techniques, and we did some videos based on it, and I have to say, like, this I've had to say a lot of time, but this was good. Like, I don't mean animation was like season 1, but it was good. It was fun. It was good. I feel like I'm the only one enjoying this. Am I the only one enjoying this season? Is it just me? Am I the only one enjoying it? Is everyone else just hating on it? I swear I'm the only guy now. Like, I'm like here having a good time, smiling and enjoying it. Meanwhile, other people just seem to be watching it and screaming at it, but not liking it. I don't know why people, in my life, whenever I've watched a TV show that I don't like, I stop watching. And I know that a lot of people are like, it's a terrible take. Sure, but do you not do the same? Do people really just watch season after season of show they don't enjoy and just hate on it? Is that really a viewing experience? The amount of shows I've watched and I've just gone, it's not for me, and I just stop, you know? Like, Walking Dead is a good example, and I know I might get some hate for saying that, but I gave up on Walking Dead when a certain character was killed off, and I'm not going to say it because I don't want to spoil it, but a character was killed off, and I was done. I was like, I'm not watching it anymore. And I did hear that it got better in the later seasons, like the real later ones, but it wasn't for me, and I wasn't going to continue watching because I didn't enjoy it anymore. So yeah, I do find that strange. I thought this episode was fucking awesome. I thought it was super fun. Like I said, with the previous episodes, I'd sort of come to expect a certain standard with these fights. And I was like, okay, this is how it's going to be. And that's how it's going to be. And I'd come to understand that that was what I was going to get. And I was just fine with it. You know, I was ready and I was absolutely fine with it. And I have to say, I really enjoyed this. I thought it had a lot of techniques that I know are quite like common in the animation space, and I thought they did a really good job with them. I thought the running was brilliantly well done with the impacts behind him as well. You could see them under his arm hitting the wall, and I thought it looked very crisp and clear. I thought the movements across the arm and the attack and as before the snap was done very well. I thought the impacts in rock were done well. I think overall it was like it was done well. I truly feel like what we are seeing here is a big corporation, Bandai, has given an incredibly low budget, a tight time frame, a skeleton crew of people to work on a beloved IP, and they have really neglected it, and it's just come from the big heads up, and this is all speculation because I don't know, it's come from the big heads up, so there's no defamatory statements here at all, it's all speculation, none of this is based in fact, this is all just speculation, and I do not know at all in any way, okay? So none of this should be taken as any kind of factual statements, but this is just what I predict and what I question, I wonder, is like this company has done that, given this studio an incredibly low budget to work with, and they're not like versed or trained in any way in this style of animation, in this style of anime, you know, we know what style they are trained in, we know what they usually do, and this is something that is completely out of their comfort zone, and they have done their best. That is what I'm seeing here. They have been, it's literally like a big construction company has given someone a screwdriver and a hammer to build a house and told them that they have a week to build it. And they've done their absolute best building this house. And they've done their best. And it's like, you're looking at the house and you're looking at all the other houses that had the huge budgets, that had everything, and you're comparing those houses to this house, and you're complaining. You're going, well, that isn't this. And at the end of the day, the person who is getting all that criticism is the builder. That's what's happening here. And this is causing a lot of the staff members to remove their social media accounts, who are getting death threats and hate from communities, from a lot of really big reactors in the space, who aren't policing their communities, who are allowing their communities to really spread hate, who almost seem to be encouraging those hateful comments. And that's not right. That's not what we're about. You know, we shouldn't be doing that. And it's the builder who's getting all that hate, not the construction company. And I'm not saying the construction company deserves any of that level of hate. No one does. But it should not be funneled at the people who did their best and who were given these tools. And even Moist Critical mentioned this in his most recent video, talking about the fact that this comes higher up. It's much higher up. And I just feel so bad for the people that really gave this everything they had with their hands tied behind their backs. And they are getting horrific comments, literally stirring from communities that are like just all based on hate. Now, I'm completely honest. This also, by the way, based on the intro, I know a lot of people are going to be directing it at one or a couple of anime reactors. I do want to say there's loads of compilation videos online. There's about 20 anime reactors who I think are very much being really negative, really harsh, really brutal, and just being a little bit on the dark side in terms of their comments. That intro that I did was based on all of them. It's not based on any one person in particular, although I know some people are going to think it is based on one person in particular, but it isn't. It's based on a group of reactors, right? A group of reactors that, if I'm being honest, I'm very disappointed in. Because I do think, and this is what I'll end this on, I think, and a lot of people seem to be misunderstanding my love for One Punch Man as well. Because I want the season 1 quality. I do. And I'll be honest, up until this episode, I've had a lot of disappointment with how they've handled the fights, how they've handled a lot of the timing, and I have been disappointed. And I've mentioned it. I don't think people have been watching my reactions all the way through. I've talked about it regularly. I've joked in a fun way about things I've seen an issue with. And I've pointed them out and I've highlighted them. The only difference between me and other people, I haven't screamed it. I haven't yelled it. And I haven't just filled it with hate. I've done it from a point of respect. And sadly, that doesn't bring views. Respect doesn't bring views. Negativity does. And that's why a lot of people haven't seen it. Like, I am upset. And I am disappointed. And I would love the season 1 level of quality. But I'm also understanding that that isn't what we're going to get. It never was. We all knew that from the start. So why are we really shoveling all this hate? And you have every right to be disappointed if that's what you wanted. Absolutely every single right. But you don't have a right to be an asshole. You have a right to say you're disappointed. You have a right to critique and highlight the things you're upset with. You absolutely do. I see people using the argument of like, if I was sold a car with a missing tire, then I should be able to complain. Well, I've just got to accept that, blah, 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 blah. No, that's a really silly argument. You don't have to accept it at all. You are allowed to critique and complain, but you have no right to be horrible to people. You have no right to be hurtful to people. You have no right to send death threats to people. That's not allowed. That is disgusting behavior. If you're upset with anything, be respectful about it. If you're upset with the animation quality, be respectful about it. You know, that is fine. That is all fine. And I don't understand why people are encouraging hate-filled messages. You know, I myself have very much enjoyed this. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying it. I too am disappointed. I am, but I'm still enjoying it. And I knew from the get-go, we all did when we knew the studio and everything, we knew what we were getting. So I'm more surprised at what I'm seeing than anything else. And yeah, that's sort of what it was. So yeah, hopefully people find the humor in the intro. I thought I was going to try something a little fun. The only thing I will say is the style is definitely based on one other video. But what I'm talking about isn't one other creator. That's all I'll say. So yeah, please be respectful. Please be kind. And if you're not enjoying it, you don't have to watch it. You could always wait until the entire season comes out and then come back and watch it. And if you are one of these people who, for some reason, really finds that comment hurtful, then yeah, watch it. But be respectful and kind, you know? Like, treat others how you'd want to be treated. If you were the ones working on this, if your hands were tied behind your back, treat others how you want to be treated. I thought this episode was very good. I thought they did an excellent job. With the tools they have, I was surprised they were able to reach the quality they did in this. I'm looking forward to the next episode. I cannot wait to see where One Punch Man goes from here. And I, for one, will be very excited. And if I have any issues going forward, I will say them in a respectful way. And yeah, it won't bring in the views. My reaction videos won't get anywhere near as many views as the 20 other channels that seem to just be screaming. And that's fine. Because at the end of the day, I would rather this community be one about, if we have any issues, being respectful, being kind, and being a good home, than being a negative place, you know? And I want everyone to sort of feel safe and comfortable here. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the silly intro to the video. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on this episode. What did you think? And did you enjoy it? Check out the Unblurred on Patreon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be live on Twitch tonight. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.